Okay, everything seems to be ready. Yeah, without any further ado. What was that? Left out. And she's still here. Do you have anyone who can cast invisibility? What's that? Eye strike. I mean, why not? Why shouldn't we? Using invisibility. Okay, who has highest stealth? We have such thing. Dexterity? No. Yeah, I might be mistaking it for another. For another RPG. Yep, we don't have any stealth in here. He has stealth. Okay, how bad can it go? Okay, nice and easy. This one can be, oh, this one. Yes, 2, total 5. The difficulty is 5.
You ain't one of Benny's. What are you doing here?
Lamont sent me to free you.
Knew we could count on our captain. Always looking out for us, he is. Seeing as you've let us out of the brig, I'd say we owe you. So you ought to speak with our captain in the forge. It's up the stairs on the western end.
Yes, I know, because he sent me here.
Be quiet and follow me, mates.
Weird fella.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble.
Ooh, boots of stealth. Oh, equip it right away. Equip it right away. You are all stealthy. Hello. Good evening. How are you? I got scared of the shadows here. You are stealthy. Why don't you put out your lantern? I will never understand that. Okay. Up this. No, not the courtyard. We are going forge. Here.
Captain, before I go introducing you to Siri, I should, mention something.
Seraphim frowns, scratching at his furred cheek. There's always a complication.
I see you getting savvy to Andra's salty laws. I might have said things to Siri when I last dropped anchor at Deadlight.
just lovers' words, savvy. But I can't say I rightly lived up to 'em. I ain't saying there's a problem, just a possible wrinkle in the old charts.
A pirate misleading someone to plunder the booty. Shocking.
You ain't sailing with bare poles, Cap. All I'm saying is, you see her go for a pistol, you best step away from me.
Okay. Oh. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I am really unwilling to go back to work tomorrow because today I had an extra day off.
Be that you? Still alive and kicking, I see. You've done right by me, freeing my crew. So I'll divvy up what I promised.
Hey. What I'm holding up? As you've been doing.
But there's something you ought to consider before you go.
Yes.
Sure, you could traipse right up there into Aldi's quarters to gut Ben with, but he'll be heavily guarded. Meanwhile, me and my crew will be stealing Ben's ship, the Drake. And in doing it, we're gonna bait him into storming outside all alone.
Stealing a pirate ship. You really want to hit him where it hurts.
No better way for it. Benny docks the Drake in a hidden berth beneath the fort.
Hidden berth beneath the fort.
Kill the guards there. Aye, that's why I want your help. After you've cleared the docks, take the western tower to the fort's ramparts and sound the boating bell. 3 rings. Me and my mates will sail out with the Drake.
3 rings. After clearing the dock, ring the bell 3 times.
Bell tolls alerts the fort to a ship leaving the private docks. With Aldi's gone to sea, that leaves just Ben's Drake docked.
Hey?
Ben's sure to storm the ramparts in a rage, right in time to watch his pride be stolen.
Killing certain guards to avoid fighting the other guards. Sounds inefficient.
The ones on the dock will be sitting ducks for your blade. If that's not incentive enough, do it to piss Ben off before you end him. Gods know I'm dying to.
Yeah.
I can't wait until Ben gets his.
You said the private docks were beneath the fort. Yes, okay. Oh, I was saying that I'm a little bit stressed and overwhelmed of going back to work. I've had quiet. I mean, there were some public holidays now, and I've received additional day off today.
I do believe I recognize these goddamn chests.
He kneels by the chest, running his paws across it.
By Andre's salty bosom, Romaro hauled this chest from one end of the Deadfire to the other.
Any clues in there? He flips open the lid to reveal an empty chest. Seraphin doesn't seem disappointed, however. He reaches into the chest and gropes about before being rewarded by a clicking sound. A false bottom slides out from the chest, containing a single folded piece of parchment. Seraphin swipes it out and holds it to his nose, inhaling deeply. Ah, yes, the scent of musty pirate notes.
No worse scents come out of chests like these, Captain. Trust you me.
He unfolds the letter, clears his throat, and begins to read.
Dear S. That be me. I knew you'd seek me out. Please abandon the trail here. I've fashioned this predicament for my own, and I not have you lock its weight round your own ankles. If you find yourself imperiled, seek Udina at Magic Water. She can help.
Seraphin falls silent, staring at the page for a while longer. You hear his breath catch, and he looks up, his expression carefully blank. What? Who Udin is?
I don't know Udina from Warmage, but Magic Waters I know like my own fucking name. When I were a wee lad fresh pressure on the sorcerer, Romaro would treat me to the luminous bathhouse at Nekitaka.
He grins as he gently roses Romaro's chest, a hand lingering upon the polished wood.
Oh, the water there shimmered like dawn on the open sea, and I, full flush with the poetic creativity of youth, called it magic waters.
Oh.
I know you don't owe me the favour, Captain, but if we could find our way to that bathhouse, I'd not hold it against you. Unless, of course, you asked.
He winks.
For now, though, we've got plunder and pillage before us, aye?
You said it was empty. Oh, I feel betrayed. I don't really. I am used to being stressed. I've been constantly stressed for the past 16 years, something like that. And I mean, day to day stressed. Wait, 2 defenses when engaged. Plus 2 diplomacy. I think I'll give this to myself. I won't give it to myself. I'll swap it with reflection. Deflection, goddammit. You have light armor. This one is better area of effect. Well.
As you like.
Offering to scan, hang from the shrine. We know this one. We've been collecting his parts of his totem in Avowed. Yeah, no. I mean, I know there's nothing bad that awaits me tomorrow. It's just I'm stressing for no reason. I don't know why. It's like part of my nature at this point. A portly woman startles at your approach. As she downswings her meat cleaver, she nearly catches her fingers. Glowering, she more carefully resumes hacking at what looks to be a slab of ribs.
Who are you? And what are you doing here? Only Benwith's crew has access to my kitchens. Not that I care, really.
Oh, I'm glad for that.
Speak up so I can hear you.
I'm looking for Captain Benwith.
You won't find him in the kitchens, ever. He's high and mighty, gold bricking in Captain Aldi's quarters now. These stairs go back to the court. It's the tower adjacent to this one that leads to Aldi's quarters.
Tower adjacent to this one, okay. She points out the stairs in the back of the kitchen with a slice of her cleaver through the air. You don't care that I'm trespassing.
Think I want to tattle on you? What do I care if you're looking to hang yourself? Sneak around enough where you ain't supposed to, Benwith will catch you. Carve you into chunks for my stew.
She cracks her meat cleaver on the counter. Yep, I'm out. Wait, you meant those stairs? Those stairs. To court? Huh? I think we were supposed to go up here, even. Yes, but at least I managed to bring out a piece of paper that's used to calibrate Kinect. Piece by piece, I am getting ready for Fable Journey. By Sunday, I should have all of it. Hi! Ugh. I made sure to run away. Oh. A briny wind howls against the window. No luck required.
I'll see what I can find.
Let's try our best to see. Bandwidth? Bandwidth! No, I don't want to steal. Hi! The captain throws his head back and spills the contents of a murky green bottle. When he spots you, he hurls the bottle against the wall, shattering glass onto the lash floor.
Do I know you?
Scowling, he rubs the back of his neck.
Well, you wouldn't be the first I've pissed off and forgotten.
Really? You don't even remember me?
Ah, right. You're that sloop captain what got caught in the storms. I take it you did a number on my crew. Figures. I should have stayed to kill you myself. Looks like I'll have to remedy that now. What you hope to accomplish coming around here? You do realise we're standing in the most well-guarded spot in all of Deadlight.
Well, maybe I just wanted to talk.
So start singing.
Mm.
Do it quick. Because if you've got any fishy ideas, I can tell you this. You can fight me if you like, but you won't be leaving this fort alive.
Your unchecked behavior is a risk to the Principe's continued prosperity.
You sound like Ferrante's parrot.
Well, I'm willing to make you a deal.
I like me a good deal. The more careful
Oh, sorry.
what you say next, or I'm likely to make you eat your entrails.
I'm here to teach you a lesson, but the price doesn't need to be paid in blood.
Aye, I've riches aplenty to buy your clemency with. What'll it be then?
Sing my praises to every crew who docks at Deadlight.
Any pirates that sail through here will know of your strength and cunning. Mark my words. Glad we could come to an almost agreeable arrangement.
Did you attack my ship?
I attack most anyone what comes across my path. You'll never know where treasure lies if you don't look.
Okay, but who's this Captain Aeldis I keep hearing about?
You're only standing in her stronghold.
But that does not explain who she is.
She's the leader of us all. Us new bloods who chafe at Ferrante's stifling rule. Our commander might be at sea for now, but she'll be back soon enough.
Okay.
Spoken like a woman after my own heart. I'll call off the ships who are hunting you at sea.
Thank you.
And as for here, my crew will let you go about as you please.
Some quests done, achievement claimed. Don't worry, I still haven't finished Fable 2. I still have the Fairfax Castle left to buy and explore. The game just never ends.
Sorry, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? Oh my goodness. Oh, the way that went twice. This is about a region in Eora. Okay,
That's
a
unusual.
trap detected. That's interesting.
It shall open to me. I shall.
Gimme. Oh. Is that someone's backpack? Oh. Okay, let's go back down to the docks. Is it still available? Lantern Corn, lighted path. Confront Penguin, find the means to reach, locate, sail for fort. Yeah, so that's done. Members of the crew. Which one was it? I should listen to those guys more. Harbinger of Dusk. Shorty. Okay. Well, for what it's worth, at least Fable does not make you do all those things before you finish it, so you have the option to continue the game after it is, well, after it is done. Cells, to courtyard, I need to go where? Here? No. I was supposed to go somewhere else. Wait, there's something here as well. Don't touch the explosives. We don't want to do that. Another secret passage. Rising. Oh, no. Leave that. This is the window we used to climb in here. But I'm looking for something. So now we should be able to walk freely into the holding cells. The power of talking. We don't need to kill anyone. But that those two guys. That was really unfortunate for them. Celebrant, I believe that's not your name. Jailer, guard dog. Yes, ahoy. Buccaneer. So I believe we would have to fight with all of them if we were caught. Proper. Is there something here? Yeah, I haven't really felt that the game is taking too long when I'm playing Fable 2. Always. And I must admit that this is something I practice also in tabletop RPGs most of the time. I am playing one D&D campaign where I am playing as Minotaur Barbarian, and the thing about it is that it's not an idiot. He's not an idiot. He is a barbarian, but he's not a stupid barbarian. So, there was a time when we needed to interrogate some guy. And who's the best to perform the interrogation? Of course, not the mage, not the bard, not a rogue, but barbarian. I killed the guy. by accident. Wait, what was that? I wanted to snap his finger or something like that. But for such things, our dungeon master requires us usually to make check rolls. And so apparently I wanted to do good, but my medicine knowledge did not allow me to do so, and by snapping his finger I killed him. And then was once again a situation where we needed to perform some simple medical thing. I think, a Heimlich, Heimlich grab? I don't know how it is translated. So who will do that? Barbarian. I did it. The person died. So I was officially banned during this campaign. Oh, there's the part. From performing any interrogation or attempting any medical assistance till the very end of the campaign. Because it never works out. Never. And I just wanted to help. No one here has a name, but the city is full. Oh, you have a name.
How might I help you out of a bit of money, Squab? Care to join our fun? Or is it swilling information you're chasing?
The pirate looks you over, eyeing the make of you. A sly smile curls at his mouth as he tosses a pair of dice to rattle over the cobblestone ground. I'll play around.
Now, before we get rolling, let me tell you the rules. You bet on high if you think when the dice settle, they'll count up to more than 7. You bet on low if you think the count will be less than 7. Both pay double or nothing.
Okay.
Lastly, you can also bet on 7. If the count is exactly 7, then you win 4 times the wager. 100 pyres per roll of the dice. You sure you want to risk it?
Do you have loaded dice? Let I battle high. Snake Eyes jiggles the dice in his hand. After blowing onto them for luck, he casts the dice across the ground.
You
5.
lose, mate. What a shame. Care for another roll?
Low. 9.
You lose, mate. Care for another roll?
7.
You lose,
4.
mate. Care for another roll?
High. 8.
Looks like you've won.
He scowls thoroughly as he looks you up and down, eyes narrowed.
Care for another roll?
Nice, I lost 300. But I earned 2. At least he doesn't have loaded dice. And I'm pretty sure I forgot about something. How? Okay, explain me this. Court, forge, command, docks, underground docks. How? Oh my. That sounds like quite fun, except the arguing part. No, not the fort. I want to be up here. Come on. Okay, let it be. Command, forge, balcony, dungeons. How the hell is one supposed to... How can I get in here? Stealing. How can I steal the door? I'm welcome here. Okay, you know what? Screw that. I wanna go in there.
It shall open to me.
Yes.
I shall make it so.
Hello. Mirko, you have a name.
Come on and welcome all. Buy me a bottle and I'll be your finest loving pal.
She hiccups into her fist, then pounds it on her chest towards an impressive bulge. Okay. You also have it. The Orlan's large eyes grow larger as you approach, then narrow to a sharp edge. Her hands briefly bow into fists before finding their way to her hips. With a sharp twist of her head, she flips you with the green hair over one shoulder.
Look who finally washed back up ashore.
The edge to her words match the sharpness of her teeth. Seraphim winces.
Ahoy there, Siri. Miss me?
Did I miss you? Like a fish misses water, you gutless bastard. For the first few weeks anyhow. Till it turned to confusion and worry. Ye said ye'd write every night, didn't ye? Then where were the birds or the boats with your poems and pages?
You saying our pirate's a poet?
Shotty turns wide eyes to Seraphim, amusement making the corners of her mouth twitch.
Siri, sweet honey heart. I scribbled you missives day and night. declarations of passion, sonnets in songs. Well, on account of me being at sea, I never had the opportunity to post them.
I mean, he's got a point.
Oh, I'm certain I should believe every word of that blarney. About as certain as I am that you're a snake-tongued philanderer worth little more than a tug in the rug.
I plundered you up a pair of fine, very fine, snakeskin boots, with that tooling you like round the cuffs and all. But the gentleman sprung a leak, and they ended up thoroughly sodden.
What did what? She scoffs and he looks at you with a shrug.
Tell her, Cap.
I'm sorry for keeping Seraphim at sea for so long, Siri. As captain, the responsibility rests with me.
Are you meaning to tell me that you've not dropped anchor at Fort Deadlight in the last 8 months?
Her furry brows twist as she examines you.
Well, come to have a look at you. Can't say I've ever seen you before. This your captain then now? What happened to Ferrante?
Ferrante still be sailing the seas, right? As the rain and twice as frigid. Just gave me a bit of furlough to engage myself in more personal pursuits. Such as an emerald-haired lass who ain't never once left my thoughts.
Now don't go thinking I've forgiven ye a lick, Seraphim. I know you didn't come here looking for me, because if you had, you'd have come with a bottling without your sodding captain.
Oh, you ain't wrong, lass. Wish it weren't true, but it is.
Now, why don't you be telling me what you want so I can be shot of you for good?
Aye, lass. The captain's got an ask or two about Deadlight, but first, I need to know. You remember Romaro? Sailed with me on the Sorcerer.
Aye, I remember Romaro. You think I've gone wet in the head or something? Your words have always been as flowery for him as they were for me. It weren't so long ago he shipped out, come to think on it.
Do you know where he went?
Can't rightly say. Left in a hurry, I think. Or at least he were here one day and gone the next. Not that he ever mixed much with the sods here.
But okay, and where was Romaro staying?
Hard to starboard through the back door there, then straight on to the end of the hall.
To starboard through the back door there, then straight. Oh.
Don't think nobody's claimed his quarters since. Might be worth it to ye to poke around.
Give my thanks, lass. Truly. And many more besides.
Oh, keep it in your pantaloons, you randy swab. You had any other questions, Captain? Happy to oblige the person hauling this blue bastard away from Fort Deadlight.
Just who is this Romaro person Seraphim's looking for? Seraphim rolls his eyes and crosses his arms.
You don't know? That's so, I'm thinking it's not my place to tell you.
I need to know what Seraphim's getting my crew into.
They both crewed the Sorcerer for a season or 6. Romaro were like a father to Seraphim, or so he's told me. Taught him the mariner's trade. More than that, you'd have to ask him yourself.
Thank you.
Were there something else you wanted?
No? Why so aggressive? Jeez. I'll take all your food and booze for that. Can I play? This harpist cord is finely crafted, detailed and lavish, but the keys are well worn. Rika Pomp? Why? Let's inspect it. The row of wooden keys links to an exposed set of strings. Tapping the keys triggers a small quill to strum each associated string. The harpist cord emits a sad, twangy sound when you depress one of its keys. I won't rig a bomb onto it. I wanted to play. So that's about it on this side. Come on. So where are this? Honestly, I don't see it. Okay, not classic location. Deadfire, did it flow? Unknown. Dungeon completed. Okay, and what about notes? I can create notes, okay, yeah. Starboard right or left? Oh, for crying out loud, okay, give me a moment, I need to close a window. So unfortunately, my neighbors are keeping their dog for all day in their little garden. But the dog is very territorial and will be aggressive towards anything that walks by. I can imagine how great of an experience that is. And at this hour, there are many people walking by. Well, I just hope the dog wasn't barking when I was talking. Because while it won't trigger the microphone on its own, when I'm speaking, the microphone will pick up basically everything. Balcony. Oh, I think this. I am lost. I am utterly lost in this place. That's not the thing I was looking for. I need to get higher, so presumably command? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I closed the window. It should be enough. Let's say it's part of there are kennels down in this fort. So let's say it was part of the of the background noise of the game. The northern ramparts. Okay, I think this way will be the way out that I want to use. I hope. Yes. Yes. All of this just so I can find the way to the underground dogs. Come on. Where am I? Oh, god damn it. Really? Okay, but there is a hidden path. Oh no, it's not hidden path. Okay, it's from the forge, so. Now we're talking. I don't know why he didn't open the door for us. Yeah, that's true. Internet doesn't like punctuation at all. Dungeons. But I'm looking for something else. I don't see any bells. So this is the same ship that we see when we are up a little, I think. No, come on. Can't take it. I don't know. Maybe it's bugged. The cargo hold lies empty. Oh, we already tried to steal from the ship. That's good. I approve of that. Oh, it's the other side of the kitchen. New map discovers secret dock. So this is the... No. Wait, what? What do you mean by secret dock? Honestly. What do you mean by secret dock? This is a secret dock, right? Right. Underground docks. Okay, great. Fantastic. Wonderful. How can this be secret when I can see it from up here? This thing is not a secret. Oh my goodness. Well, doesn't matter. I think we're done with this place. After running around like a headless chicken for 40 minutes, I think we are done with this place. To Eastern Court. No, I'm done with this place. I'm most definitely done with this place. Okay. So there's that. Well, oh. What's our mine? She is still injured. One of our crewmates not healing, none. Oh, she has 1 day left to heal. Nope, we're not going to the storm. Hour. Oh, she's done. Yes, kinda, I agree. More of those, more of those. Fruit, which is very important on the ship, as we will all know very well. Okay, I think that's all. You are done healing. What can you do? Cook or deckhand? Where is the deckhand? Cannoneer, you are cannoneer. You are our cook. This is deckhand, this is deckhand. We should go somewhere to we should go either to Danaj or Neketaka. I think. It's this yellow dot. Oh, it's him. Oh, that's... Oh, no. Leave me alone. Thank you. Those were slavers. I don't want to deal with slavers just yet. But what is... Murderless fan, truly insane. Yeah, maybe one day. Not now. What's wrong with the water? Heart attack. Oh, because the food. Okay, okay. Can I see? Ah, I can see what gives what morale. Okay. Yes, I gave you the worst choice I could. Okay, so I'll keep water and heart attack. Just in case, but the rest gives us a boost to morale, or is neutral to morale. Damage. Hey.
That can't be who I think it is.
By the peg leg performers yet?
Damn me for a buttered slice of hardtack. It's you, ain't it?
The pale elf squints at you and puffs on her pipe. Acrid smoke from the bowl wreaths her face. Do I know you?
Of course not. But I know you like I know the curve of my 11th toe.
Okay, she winks and shuffles closer.
The Watcher, captain of a mighty ship, god chaser and fiend slayer. Must be expensive sustaining a reputation like that, eh?
Really?
I'll keep it quick, see? If your little dinghy has got some chase in it, I've got a list of captains with a black mark to their name whose ships need a quick scuttling. And I'm in the market for a scuttler.
She sticks the pipe in the side of her mouth and grins, showing a mouth full of yellow teeth. You're offering me a bounty. Let's start.
You read me like a book, you do. Then let's talk business, eh?
Hey.
You'll be looking to scuttle Cornu first, one of Rowatai's finest, eh? I don't ask my client what he did or what scale his death balance is. Safer to keep questions in the hold.
Okay.
Of course you will. Knows a good opportunity when you seize it. Cornu helms a Voyager early muster in the waters north of Nakataka and south of Sayuka.
Okay, but first I have some questions.
Avon?
Where do your bounties come from? She takes the pipe from her mouth and glances away, sighing through her nose.
Better if you don't ask.
Okay, bye then.
The Green Menace? That I did. Made me want to poke out my
You also have a
eyes.
name. A large Aumaua sailor sits on the docks, broad shoulders hunched forward, back bowed. When he shifts, his blue-green skin ripples over his hulking muscles.
Ain't no cruel eye of me. What good's a pirate who can't see? Forget navigating by the stars or shooting a pistol. I can't even swing a sword accurately now. Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
What's your story?
Is this what my life boils down to? A moment of entertainment for others?
You might as well get paid for something.
I was a bosun not so long ago, and a damn good one at that. But I took a shot to the face, see?
Aye.
Didn't lose much skin, but the flash burned out me eyesight. I can't make out so much as a blurry shape more than a foot away. Makes me right useless on a crew now, don't it? No one will have me for work.
I would have taken you, but there's no option for that. Well, here you have some copper.
100 blessings to you for sharing, sailor.
You're welcome. You find a woman of early middle years dressed fine, if dirty, armor adorned with bright purple piping. A pair of long scars bisect her brow and jaw. Though she stands at ease, a nervous energy thrums through her.
Fair day, traveler. Anything I can do for you, just say the word.
Tell me about yourself.
Lady adventurer at your humble service. I was born in a deer and raised in the field, and there's nary a crevice of this archipelago I haven't seen.
The field?
Aye, the living lands most off, but the Deadfire as well of late. And my goodness, if you think the Deadfire's wild, I must say, it's no more thrilling than a lady of luxury's afternoon luncheon in comparison to the glorious madness of the living lands. Being a cipher's come in quite handy, I'll tell you that.
Do you often get into trouble then?
Oh, dear me, yes. Can't seem to avoid it. Not a lick of it's my fault, of course. It's the university. Always sending me to the most dangerous corners of Eora, the skimps. If I didn't know better, I might say they were trying to kill me. There's not other way to rid themselves of a tenured professor, after all.
Get any good stories out of it, at least.
Oh, aye. Some you wouldn't right believe. Like the time I lost part of my ear here, see? Lost an entire research team along with the ear. Rather a long day, that was. My colleagues have implied I might be cursed, but I can't say I much agree. It's just the nature of the work, you understand. I mean, goodness, if you want a lady to find you the rarest plants, you gotta send her to the most remote places. On my last expedition, my colleague Inez got herself lost looking for what was essentially a big prickly weed. No medicinal use at all. I found her, though, mostly intact even. A blessing from the living lands, I call it, aye. But I do go on, don't I?
Could you teach me what you learned in your time exploring the living lands?
With pleasure. Teaching is my specialty, after all. I'm gonna pack your brain with so much knowledge, you're gonna have a headache for a week. All I need from you is 3,000 copper.
Okay.
Excellent. Let's get down to business, shall we?
She starts first with the practical training. How to move silently through bush, when and how best to hide, how to step so as to muffle the sounds of your feet. Satisfied, she moves on to high-level explanation of various theories of knowledge. She seems to have quite a passion for epistemology and goes on for an excruciatingly long time before at last sending you on your way. Yay. Oh my. They really? Yesterday I heard some time ago that they were going to shut down Skype, but I didn't know that time. Oh, what a shame. We've got ourselves a cat. Okay, Zoro, what are you doing? +1 resolve. I think I'll stick with Gosha for now. I used to use Skype a lot when I was younger as well. A trained man in practical, well-crafted letters watches you from the corner of his eye. When he catches you looking his way, his hand drifts casually to the dagger at his hip and lingers for a moment. Then he smiles, the corners of his hazel eyes crinkling with genuine warmth, and waves you over.
Cozy traveler. Care to hear a tale? Well,
Yeah, sure.
I was born to a family of merchants on the Pearl Coast. I was a restless boy, and my feet took me to the Valen Republics when I came of age.
As Carlos speaks, his previously strong Valian accent begins to fall away, and his voice takes on the characteristic twang of the dude.
I learned of the power of geography and language at my father's knee, and those skills proved useful in the Republics. I had many successful years as a merchant, and then I made a mistake. I joined up with a company based in Girara that traded in beautiful weavings, but they were ill-gotten gains, forcibly produced by a weaver the company kidnapped named Bonicetta. I didn't learn the truth until it was too late. And when our crime was uncovered, I was exiled from the Republics. I would like to make amends to Bonicetta personally, but it seems a distant possibility. Ah, well, I learned my lesson. I won't be played for a fool again.
Why do you speak like a Valian?
It is good to blend in. All the better to observe the business of those around you, yes?
Yes. Can you teach me what you learned in the Valen Republics?
Ark, you listen to my tale. I suppose I can do that for you for 3,000 copper.
No.
As you say, you should want for me, I will be here.
Thank you. Is there anyone up? Neglected pig. Oh no, we must take it with us. I think there's fairly low chance that we will find any animal named sea lion here. We got Chauncey. Chauncey? I think it's like this. Look at him! See, we are at Lifter's Refuge, Deadfire Beacon. Oh, let's go to Radiant Court. I like how that sounds. Yep, that's big.
As you like.
Yeah, and I need to do my best to gather as much stuff as we can. No, don't steal.
Andra's gills. There's no hope.
Fresh fruit, vegetables, dried goods for long voyages. I got it all right here. What can I stock you up with today?
Tell me what you have. Only food, only food. Okay. Will you take crossbow? Come on. Oh, let's start. Why is like this? I have 4 pistols. I'm so glad there's no. Oh no, I think there is weight limit in this game. I did not know that it's forbidden to name a pig Napoleon. Why? Why is it so specific? The specificity, how specific it is, it intrigues me. Right, 3,000 gold coin. No, not gold. What are we paying in? It's not gold, I think. Oh my, could be gold.
That was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one.
Arms flailing wildly before her, the stage performer shoots the other actors from the set. Shoes, not shoots, so...
A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? I'll tell you what, everything.
Okay.
My troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm. We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. That's how you know the show really stinks. But I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. If only I could hire more talented performers. I just know my play would take off.
What's your play about?
Only the biggest thing to hit the Deadfire since the Valian Trading Company started hunting us like sea hounds.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
I'm talking about Aethus storming through the archipelago and capsizing nearly a whole fleet of our ships.
Oh, that. What would you need to improve the play?
A better Aethus, for one. I'm the tallest one in our troop. I'm still not very convincing, even when I bother to dye my skin blue.
Blue? Wait.
Also, our special stage effects aren't all that special anymore. We had someone for that role, but she got herself into debt and has a new job at the King's Coffin.
Okay, I think I can help you.
Really? Well, that's great. Then we could... Wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this?
I would really like to see how the play turns out.
With you helping me acquire the right talent, I'd wager it's going to be phenomenal.
We'll see about that.
I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. A wizard for one, plus any oaf big enough to pose as Aethus. I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunwich, Diana at the King's Coffin. But unfortunately, I got no idea of where we might find a suitable Aethus. Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit or die trying.
Okay.
I shall make it so.
My old captain was a drinker. The day he was born to the day he died. Always he was rail thin. Wound up with a wooden leg. 20
Oh my goodness.
fever.
The first thing you notice about this man is the nature of his attire. Loud in clashing reds and purples, bright as a peacock. On second glance, you see that he's tall and lanky, boyishly handsome in an unkempt way, with a trim beard and a friendly smile. He hums a little tune to himself as he watches the passerby.
My good lady, hello.
Hello!
Whatever might I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am an actor. Stage, tavern, street corner. They are as much my home as where I lay my head at night. So, I travel Aora, looking for opportunities to share my gifts with the grateful masses, wherever that may lead me.
You make a lot of money doing that?
Oh, goodness, yes, loads of it. I've been known to joke that I'm less a man than I am a walking bank for all the coin that I carry. The common folk do so love an actor. We bring mystery and excitement to their otherwise dreary lives. Yes, you could say we're doing the gods' work.
Of course, yeah. I think gods are appreciative of your work. As he speaks, you notice that the toes of his soft boots are worn thin. A closer inspection reveals that his robes are unraveling at the hems and are well patched at the elbows, too. You're broke, aren't you?
How dare you? But you're not wrong, to my great chagrin. Times have been tough of late, what with the giant statues smashing up the place, and few in the Deadfire have coin to spare besides. It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish folk will take my act for reality. I've thrice been run out of a town for impersonating a foreign dignitary. Damn fools don't understand the blistering wit of my satire, I tell you. I had to learn to protect myself as a result, though I must admit, what martial skills I've got aren't of use for much more than fighting off wolves or throttling a thief with designs on my satchel. Thank the gods, I hardly ever need to use them. I can talk myself out of nearly anything, you know.
You sure can talk, I'll give you that.
Well, thank you. I must say it's gratifying to be recognized for one's talents. All things being equal, I'd much rather recite a sonnet than swing an axe, but a man's got to make his way in the world any way he can.
Can you teach me what you've learned as a performer?
I would be honored. But a man needs to make a living, you know. So, for my services, how about 3,000 copper?
Everyone wants 3,000. Okay, fine.
Fantastic. Let's get to it then.
His training is idiosyncratic. He starts by describing a character he would like you to play. A street doll, an embittered sailor, a noble in the throes of a tantrum. Then he recites lines to you, asking that you recite them back in the attitude of your character. He then shows you how to use those characters to trick people into giving you what you want. When you show him you've got it, he gives you a wide smile and bids you farewell. Cool string. Nice.
Sunrise is a woe, doves. The coming horizon.
I'm telling
is
you,
a
ask for
seaside.
Il in King's coffin. She'll make you see stars.
You half
I still find it amazing that he went to such extreme as to ban people naming their... Oh my goodness.
Welcome to my emporium. Whatever you need, I sell. What would you like to buy today?
Tell me what you have. Honestly, I find it amazing. Not necessarily in a good way. Sell this. We have here bombs. Unfortunately, this isn't the game where I usually use bombs. Unfortunately. Hey, can I sell all the water? And all the... it's for 0. It's for 0. Give me back. No, it is selling for something. 59, 84. Yeah, okay. Oh, this would be great. I don't have that much on me. Trade. We have hemp. +1 constitution. Nah, no thank you. What do you have? Heavy armor. What am I using? Medium armor. Do I have anything? This is better. There you go. You have something better. You medium armor as well. So I don't have anything for you. You medium armor as well. Really, guys? Really? I can enchant it. Oh! Oh my. Oh, I can do this. I can enchant it to fine. +1 armor rating. Sure. What is sickle? Damage, accuracy, penetration. Yep. And I'm all out of gold. But I can sell... Now I know I can sell the armors.
A friend of the Principe is always a welcome in my emporium. What would you like?
Yep. How much can we carry? I don't know. I don't think there is any longer limit. Okay, let's go into the treasure trove.
Welcome to the treasure trove, sailor.
A strapping godlike blinks between the swollen, crusty tumors lining her eyes. Her lips crack, whipping a sappy substance as she speaks.
Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right.
All right. Sure, sure. Minus 25% raw damage taken. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have enough though. Medium armor. Oh, it's 14,000. Not... No, I saw it incorrectly. Probably nothing. Not like I can sell you anything. Unless... Ingredients, food and drink, consumables, ship items. Where are all the stuff? I think this is all the stuff. Fragments of blades. Of endless path. Oh, that's interesting. Whispers of the Yenwood. Oh. No, I wanted to see all. Can I see all? Oh, I can sell the Principe hat. I don't even notice I have more armor to equip. Hands. 50% of misses converted to grazes with proficiency weapons. Sure. And grant sleep. Okay. I don't know what that will give us, but okay. Guard. Wait, where's... Oh. There. There's the exit. Yes, it is. Both. I don't know if we will be able to see all of those who survived Pillars 1. I hope so. But I'm not sure. Oh, this place looks interesting. Bellfire Tower. Okay, let's speak with... There's probably someone in the center here. Like two-eyed Pim.
Much what you do to you, Casita.
The captain flourishes a sweeping bow. When he bends forward, a golden swollen slips from his collar to dangle on the end of its chain. He tucks it away as he straightens, but not before you notice the etching on its front side. It marks him as the third chair on the consuaglo me casitas.
If you are looking for Ferrante, he is presiding over the Consuelo from his chair. You will find it seated in the center of the chambers ahead. Elsewise, how might I be of assistance?
Tell me about the consuaglo me casita.
Yes, our council of captains.
He dips his head toward the semicircle of elaborately ornate chairs aligned on the other side of the room.
There are 7 seats on the Consuelo, each occupied by a high-ranking captain within the Principe. Seat holders convene to vote on a variety of issues concerning the Principe's well-being. To claim a seat, a captain must have substantial backing and sufficient power, both politically and physically. Ferrante, the last Marcheso, holds the highest ranking seat because the most ships in our entire fleet have pledged loyalty to his flag. As you can guess, the Sea Wolf, Aldis, commands the second most numerous fleet of ships. As such, she is the second chair and I am the third. Perhaps you would like to attend the proceedings when the Consuelo next convenes. You have my ear, Casita. Of what do you wish to discuss today?
Why do you speak like a Valian? The captain arches a dark brow.
I met Ferrante decades ago. Many years I sailed as his first mate before building my own humble fleet. When in the Principe, do as the Valians do. Unless, of course, you have no care for tradition or the continued sustainability of our way of life, like some filthy new blood.
Is there someone or some place I should avoid while in Dunwich?
You may have noticed a divide between old blood and the new, by which I mean those who descended from or otherwise hold Old Valia in grand esteem. And the varied enough and uncouth recruits we have since brought into the fold. I assure you the latter was supremely by necessity, though perhaps I'm ill-equipped to throw stones. As a casita of some repute, you will be most welcome in the king's coffin, but you should watch yourself throughout the radiant court.
Okay, thank you for this warning.
That looks complicated.
Captain Mare Trevisillo is inscribed in the back of the chair. So I guess each chair is inscribed with captain's name. Huh.
Ah, Watcher. Good, you have arrived.
Chin jutting upward, he grants you a winsome smile. His left cheek dimples as the smile spreads to show teeth.
Ahoy there yourself, Captain. What do I be but a pretty bit of man-meat to dangle from a wrist? As easily forgotten as set aside.
Ferrante wraps his thumb over his golden sword, violent thoughts gliding over his face like dark clouds. Then he smiles, but it's a vicious expression more than a pleasant one.
A little seabird informs me that you have dealt with our mutual problem, the scoundrel Benoit. I must admit, I did not expect you to leave him alive. But I think it a shrewd decision. Whatever understanding you come to, I do believe could prove advantageous for us in the future.
Oh, surely for me. I don't know about you.
Gelarde, for this you have my grandest commendation.
I didn't bother with Benwick just for your praise.
No, as my memory serves me, you did not. And as promised, I have prepared for you a fine prize.
With a sweep of his arm, he offers a magnificent cloak.
However, there is another matter of which we must now speak. I must confess to you a bit of a problem has arisen, one which speaks to your expertise with the supernatural. We've sighted the floating hangman that haunts the Deadfire.
I've read accounts of an undead ship that flies at the dark cozy flag. Yes.
It would seem I have undervalued you, Watcher. I will not mince words, as you undoubtedly know what we are up against. This galleon, what likely remains of the Fonferros, is a frightful legend. We have been losing ships at sea, Amica, and not to those Valera ship-hunting bastards. I believe the floating hangman may be our culprit. Fortune favors us, as I have procured a survivor from such a recent sinking. You will consider what she has to say. Come forth, Selenia. Quickly now, or I will run rivers of your lethargic blood.
Sun-blistered and raw-boned, the pirate regards you both with a discerning glare. She tongues a chapped bottom lip, but keeps quiet.
Well, spit it out, Selenia, and try not to embarrass me before our guest.
Of course, Captain. It might have pretty hard near the end, but I spit the tale as best as I can.
The pirate touches a spot at the base of her skull and winces. She glances off to the side, eyes black and full of hurt. Ferrante sighs and rubs tiredly between his brows.
Go on, Mom. Ready as I'm like to get me.
With a shiver, the parrot turns her black button eyes to you. Do you think you will think hard and recount every detail you can, understand? What happened to you?
Saw my old crew slaughtered me, my best mates, and even a few I hated. They weren't but blood and meat in the end. It branded the back of my eyes that moment. High seas, nothing but blue all around. Then, mist so thick you could taste it. Ships sailed from within. Out of nowhere. Was a hunt, not for loot, but for bodies. The ship, it looked rotted. The crew, they were all undead. Couldn't stop them from boarding. Couldn't kill them. Couldn't even fight them in the end.
Tell me about them, the undead.
They were dreadful. Some were clothed, like maybe they'd only recently died. Others weren't more than moving bones. One was different. Her presence was overwhelming. Heavy. Flames burned in the place of her eyes.
Oh, we know one of those.
The crew shambled hard to do her bidding, even the ones who seemed hardly aware. Figured she was the captain, me.
There is a flag the floating hangman flies. A flag that once heralded the Fonferros of Old Valia. It belonged to a Darkotsi paladin of some legend, one Lucia Rivan. But Selenia's knowledge is limited in this regard. Let us instead ask her of a subject she may know.
How were you taken by surprise on the open sea?
Me and my crew were adept. Alert. Always. No. Weren't no one gonna get the jump on us. Was some magic foul. Just sudden like, the winds died, the waters fell flat and the air got heavy. They turned sky and the sea both against us. Then this thick fog roiled up at midday. Without a sound, the Spectre ship skimmed right out. It was too late. We couldn't outsail it.
When did this happen? She ruffled a hand through her short hair, scowls.
Dunno me. Drifted for days, maybe longer. Kept winking in and out after I ran out of drink.
One of mine found her no more than a week ago. Malnourished, dehydrated. The poor girl was scarcely able to speak.
Well, I'm more than able to gabble now, aren't I? Could sail, too. No, you got no reason to keep me.
Again, her fingers hesitate close to her hip, the fabric crinkled there, where a pistol might normally be strapped. A muscle takes in Ferrante's jaw, but he otherwise ignores her.
Perhaps there is something else you wish to ask of our guest before she departs from us.
How would you survive the attack?
Calling me craven? Huh, sure, I am. Took a knock-in and I was out for a while. When I came to, they were eating Ganasco, our steward. I dropped a dinghy and rode for it. Don't know why they didn't give chase. Don't much care me.
And that will be all. Selenia cuts a glance to Ferrante for confirmation. When he dismissively waves her away, her black eyes narrow and she raises her chin, defiant. But then he turns his full gaze to her, suddenly seething, and she shrinks in on herself. Fists shaking at her sides, she reluctantly retreats.
She belongs to Aldis, who undoubtedly will come to claim her soon. But that is a problem for another time. One moment, Watcher.
Of course. Why? The secrecy? Okay, let's wait for him.
Allow me to cut to the heart of it. Lucia Revan, whose flag flies atop our spectral ship, was a Dakotsi paladin who died more than 200 years ago. It is my hope that uncovering the details regarding dear Revan's fate in life may illuminate the nature of her undeath and how to defeat her galleon. Unfortunately, the only soul who could possibly shine more light on our situation lies buried deep within Neketaka. One Isir the Berethian, now well rotted, I presume.
I take it you have a plan.
Indeed, I do. Though I and mine cannot so openly venture into the depths of Neketaka, nor can we commune with the dead. You, Watcher, are adept in both of these areas, correct?
Of course.
You must search the Temple of Berath on Neketaka's sacred stair. Isir's tomb within it should contain a chronicle for how and where he slayed our paladin, Revan.
Do we know anything more about Lucia Revan?
By all accounts, our Revan was a Dorkotsi paladin who sailed to the Deadfire in order to safeguard a royal weapon of Old Valia. She is the epitome of Grand Valia, of magnificence, honor, and duty. Living or undead, she strives still to serve her charge. And yet, we know not why, but a Berethian priest called Isir opposed our Revan, and fiercely. They fought to the death. Revan's, to be precise, in this very archipelago. Along with her life, Revan lost the sword she had sworn to protect. It has, lamentably, remained unfindable since. I believe it may be why she searches the seas yet.
Who is this Yesir the Berethian?
Regrettably, I know little but this. He was an Adiran warrior priest of Berath, and a significantly fervent one, if tales are to be believed. He chased our Dakotsi to the Deadfire, hunting her to, well, to her death. Shortly after slaughtering our brave paladin, the priest died, possibly of sickness, or perhaps from a festering battle wound. He was entombed in honor of his service to Berath in Neketaka's sacred stair.
Yes, Neketaka. Neketaka will go to Neketaka eventually. I'll see what I can do.
Do return when you've any lead that may navigate us to where the floating hangman anchors. I will be waiting.
At least it's not the Flying Dutchman. Floating hangman. I love it. Yeah, but in the end, we'll probably find out that the paladin is sworn to Woodica, as was the famous Inquisitor no, was she sworn to Woodica or to Berath? I don't remember who Ludwig was sworn to. If Berath, then we have a problem. If Woodica, then there's no problem. I hate floating, yes. Flying, no. I hate flying. I hate heights. But floating? Yeah, floating is okay. Okay, the king's coffin. And we need to find the actors. Remember that we need to find the actors.
Wait a minute, wait an hour, alive, dead, it makes no difference at all.
I've pulled plenty of gold teeth. I know the right way of it.
Maybe I'll pull your teeth just to prove you wrong.
What do you know? It really does make no difference. You, out.
What?
Is that
Orleans.
how everyone handles disagreements around here?
Mind me, I'll take your stuff. Well, the feeling of void at the back of the head. I know that this numbness. I hate that feeling. Oh. At the bar, you find a tall man with salt grey hair and strikingly bright blue eyes. His face sports a handful of long scars that continue his neck and disappear beneath the collar of his shirt. He looks up from wiping down the counter when you approach and gives you a broad, disarming smile.
Haven't seen you around before. Welcome to the King's Coffin.
He was murdered in the coffin. What can you expect more? It's as fitting as it gets.
What can I do for you?
Your tavern looks a lot like an old ship.
Figured that out all on your own, did you?
Yes.
You're right, though. Inherited an old dhow from my dad when he passed. Right piece of shit it was, too. Realised I was bound to make more coin turning her into a tavern than letting her rot in her berth.
Okay, let's see. You know of any sellers looking for work? I need crew.
So long as you don't mind pirates, sure.
Sure. Great. Oh, he is fearless and impulsive. Expert helmsman. Okay. Wilder. Oh, I remember you guys. They live in hives. The big mouth, I mean. Expert surgeon, novice navigator. Give me him. And I'm out of money. Okay. Recruit adventurers. I can retrain. I can change party. Okay.
If you're enjoying my performance, tips are welcome but not required. Thank you, loyal patron.
Voice monotone. The wizard examines her nails as she speaks. How did you end up among these pirates?
I was playing dice and gambled on a sure thing. It turned out not to be such a sure thing, and now Harker owns my arse until I can pay off the debt.
Oh, and I won't be able to help you. What a shame.
Of course, I started off owing him 250, and even though I've paid that twice, now I'm in the hole for 700. The interest rate, this uniform, my food and drinks, they all got added onto my tab at the end of the day.
Palandra needs you for her play.
I'd be happy to go back working for her, except I owe Harker over there a good deal of money.
Okay.
The dice went cold at the wrong time. Until I pay him what I owe, 700 pyres, I'm not going anywhere.
Is there anything else I can do to get you out?
Talk it over with Harker. Maybe you'll be feeling generous. A more likely possibility is he'll try and put a knife between your ribs. Assuming he doesn't, or you survive it, you ought to know he hides his money in his private quarters. Would be a shame if someone stole it.
Yes, would be a shame indeed. Huh. Harker, you... Yep, it's him.
Oh, God, have mercy on me.
Hunched on his hands and knees, quivering and drenched in sweat, the parrot lets out a pain-filled groan.
Lost my God's damn soul and stupidity. Andre, save me now.
What's wrong with you?
My ship was attacked and boarded by pirate hunters. Didn't know if we'd be able to get away, so I swallowed down my most valuable possession, Ngati's black tear, a gemstone about the size of my fist.
the fuck were you able to swallow that? I once tried to swallow a whole grape and I nearly suffocated because it got stuck in my throat. And you want to tell me you swallowed a gemstone about the size of your fist? I think you swallowed it the other way around.
Of course now it ain't coming out of either end. Been trying all manner of foul concoctions to no effect on account of my stomach being too strong. Years of sailing the storm-racked seas will do that to you. Started feeling an intense pain 2 days ago. I think I might be dying. I can't even crawl no more.
If I help you get it out, I want the gem.
You can take it. What I used to think was a blessed treasure has become my curse. Any price is worth getting it out of me. Rosanella's got a stand in the Radiant Court. She's been supplying me with some experimental concoctions, tweaking them after. Tell her the last one actually came close to working.
Why, poor guy? Why? Why feel bad for the guy? He did it to himself. And let me tell you, we are boiling this gemstone once we get it.
My, aren't you a pretty one?
An older woman looks you up and down and smiles, revealing several gold teeth.
Did you need help with something, my dear?
What do you do here?
Isn't it obvious? I entertain, of course. It'll cost you 50 pyres, naturally. And don't let the wrinkles fool you. I'm still young at heart, and I've got more experience than most.
No, thank you. No, I don't want to boil it to make a soup with it. I want to kill all the germs. Oh, right. We were supposed to talk with the guy.
What can I do for you?
Wait, what? You told me to speak with him.
Welcome back, Paige.
What can you tell me about Harker?
You haven't heard the rumors, I take it?
Apparently no.
Some people say he's the Red King.
The infamous pirate? I'd heard he was lost at sea years ago.
I'd heard that too. But some folks say he faked his death to escape the wrath of the Valian Republics. Those same folks say that Harker was the Red King. I wouldn't go on asking him about it, if you know what I mean. Harker's got a nasty reputation, a real violent disposition, and besides, people in this port generally don't like others prying into their past.
Well, it doesn't look like you're enjoying yourself.
I work for a handful of pyres per day. How could I find enjoyment in that?
Yeah, I guess this is no pirating, is it? Okay, Harker.
What can I do for you?
I've heard rumors you're the Red King, the infamous pirate.
Infamous to his enemies, famous to his friends. Folks decided to call me the Red King, and I had nothing to do with that. But I didn't tell them to stop neither. See, the Valian Republics drove my Dar out of business, and I repaid them in kind by taking their ships and their treasure. A whole lot of it. Got right tired of ship hunters crawling up my arse every time I went out to sea, though. So I paid off my crew, scuttled this ship here, and went my merry way. In other words, the Red King is dead. And if you ask me any more about it, you will be too. What do you want? Figured that out. You're right, though.
No, I cannot speak to him about her for some reason. I don't know why. This. Maybe we need to tell the other girl to pay off her debt. I don't know. I'm too poor to pay the old lady. She wants 50. I have 20 coin. I'm too poor. Okay, let's go back here. And we need to find that Orlan. Well, I can understand you, so it's okay.
What's a good word, Scuttler?
Oh, it's you.
Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
How would you feel about playing the part of Iotas on stage?
What? I'm no actor. And besides, I can't barely see nothing as it is.
You just need to speak a few lines, stand there, and look intimidating.
Intimidating I can do. Reciting a bunch of namby-pamby lines is going to be the trickier part, but I'm game to try.
Right. He sighs as he straightens his spine, standing even taller over you.
Turn me in the right direction, and I'll make me way to the Radiant Court.
Great. Fantastic. So we've got ourselves one actor, we need another one.
A repeat customer. What can I
Right.
stock you up with?
Maybe I can sell you something again. Torches, yeah, I guess I can spare 4 of them. I want to keep one on me. Sword. No, I'm not using swords. Maybe we need 700 to at least propose paying off her debt. Oh, there it is. Turquoise, ruby. That's what I've been looking for. God damn it. Onyx. I think I can. Ingredient. Wait, those are ingredients? Oh, crap. Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, fine. Whatever. I hate it when you need to use gems as ingredients. And I forgot about... Ah! Radiant Court, yeah. Berna. I think Rosanilla is somewhere here. Not. Cannot take it. I think I can have a set amount of provisions to repair. Isn't she in the treasure trove? I think gems are used to... Mason? Oh, Rosalina. I'm looking for Rosalina. They are used to enchant equipment, I think. Oops. Not this, this. I don't remember where it is. Give me a moment. Fortitude reflex will. I'll give this to Heather. Where the hell is enchantment? I had it. Oh, enchant. So here you can see if we want to upgrade the quality, we need peridot for this one. Here we will need primal rock. Here we will need mother of pearl, etc. Spoke to Rosanella. Rosanella. Who the hell is Rosanella? Oh, maybe somewhere here. Ah, okay.
Looking for
We have
work?
bottles.
I've got coin and a few scores to settle. You carry yourself like a person well acquainted with violence. Care to put your skills to use for a good cause? And some coin?
Maybe. Tell me about the cause you mentioned. Oi.
It's simple enough. The firebrand commanded by Captain Henqua once plagued the Deadfire. The skill and brutality of Henqua's crew was the stuff of legends.
Legendary nightmares, more like. After how they did the crew with a virtuous reward. Even that bastard Benwith wanted nothing to do with them.
But pirate legends don't live long. Some months ago, an alliance of Neketaka pirate hunters managed to corner the firebrand and sink her off the coast of Tikawara. They confirmed Captain Henqua's death, but her senior crew members escaped unscathed. And now it seems like bringing the firebrand's crew to justice doesn't matter to anyone but me. So I want you to kill them. And I'll pay you out of my own pocket if you do.
Sounds like you've got a grudge against the Firebrand's crew.
It's nothing personal. The crew earned their reputation through murder and thievery, and it would make me sick to see them regain an ounce of their power.
Okay. As she speaks, Desirel removes a small sword from her pocket and polishes the surface with a corner of her shirt. Her features soften like she's visiting an old memory. Then she stuffs the coin back in her pocket with a barely audible sigh. You're not telling me everything.
You've a keen eye, my friend. I reserve a bit of the firebrand story for myself, and you'll excuse me if I don't plan to share it. Let's keep business strictly business, huh?
I'll hunt down those pirates. Who am I looking for?
The firebrand had a mascot. A useless little bastard, who's taken to calling himself Lord Admiral Imp. He's not terribly dangerous on his own, but he's keen to make a nuisance of himself wherever he goes. Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable in Queen's Berth. You'll find him there with a few zarops and constructs, the little buggers convinced to follow him. Bless their simple hearts.
Okay, next.
You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro, Captain Henqua's former first mate and a rumored lover. She's a cipher, and a dangerous one at that. Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Neketaka. But I wouldn't recommend you rush in muzzles blasting and swords held high. She keeps a number of bodyguards on her payroll.
Everyone's in Neketaka. Okay, who else am I after?
You'll be going after Katren, the firebrand's resident wizard. Rumor has it, she was once an apprentice to Arkemir before turning pirate. Last I heard, Katren and her sundry little minions could be found lazing about the sacred stair here in Neketaka at night. No idea where she disappears off to during the day.
Who's the last target?
I have a challenge for you, my friend. And his name is Torkar, leader of the Firebrand's boarding parties. He's an ogre, with a reputation for cleverness and cruelty both. I've even heard tell it was Torkar who was behind the Firebrand's most successful tactics, not Henqua.
Okay.
Torkar was last seen at Lifte's refuge here in Dunwich, dead set on joining a crew, or assembling his own. I trust you won't let that happen. Happy hunting.
Thank you. Oh, another tat. Epsilon. Oh, I like that name.
So you're the captain the old port's been talking about. Aye, you do look like a fearsome sort. Welcome to Dunwich. What are you having? I'll pour you a double.
What do you know about the floating hangman? Her eyes go wide, and she fumbles a bottle of spirits, spilling rum all over the counter.
No one survives the floating hangman, or so they say. It's the ship of the dead. You spy it on the horizon, you flee as fast as you can.
Okay, Pietro sent me to you. Ah, we know Pietro! We saw Pietro in About in the prison.
I guess the last concoction I made for him didn't do the trick then. Poor bastard. There's one last tincture recipe I know that won't kill him, probably. It's called Andra's Bile, but I don't have all the ingredients in stock.
Of course.
You'll need a rotten hagfish, an unripened palm stone, and a vial of fire kelp extract. Have him mix it all with a half tankard of grog, and well, hope for the best.
Where can I find the ingredients?
Check the barrels around Lifter's refuse for the rotten hagfish.
Okay.
You might be able to find unripened palm stone for sale somewhere in Radiant Court.
Okay, here.
Archer in the King's Coffin usually keeps some fire kelp extract on
Ah.
hand for special purposes. Be careful when dealing with that one.
Why do I need to get a rotten hagfish and not a regular hagfish?
The goal is to make him vomit, remember? A rotting hagfish produces a special oil once it reaches a certain level of decay.
And why didn't you try it earlier?
I did tell you the list of ingredients, eh? He'll have stuff dribbling out of both ends for a week. Maybe two if he's really unlucky.
Okay, show me what you've got. Nothing I'm interested in. Okay, so you said there's something I can buy here, the unripened palm fruit. Ah! It really is a familiar name.
You return. What would you like to buy today?
Pickaxe, potion, antidote, palm slash, claveberries. No. So not from you. There's another stall. Ah, she has fruits. Right. Don't I have the rotten thing on me? Probably not. I do.
A repeat customer. What can I stop? Of course I do. But they're no good to eat when they're not ripe. Will make you sick so long as they're purple, aye. Tell you what though, I'll still sell you what I got. Just don't eat them till they're brown.
Okay. I didn't see it. Unripened palm stone. Great, and now we need to go back wherever to King's Coffin to get the cup. I wonder if we can mix it on our own, or do we need to go back? And I forgot to speak to the lady. Ah, I'm doing great. Oh, yeah, I want to pay off Terna's debt.
Got to you, did she? The woman can spot a soft-hearted mark from 50 paces. Like a sixth sense or something. Remarkable. Here's the thing, though. It's more profitable for me to keep her under my thumb, so sweet as your offer is, you can keep your money. Unless there's something else you need, I think we're done here.
He turns away and begins fiddling with something beneath the bar. As he does, you spy a red-handled pistol stuffed into the band of his breeches. If folks hear you're keeping a debtor as a slave, they might not be so keen to gamble here. Savvy?
That's a shrewd observation. Maybe you're not so easy a mark after all. Tierna's free to go.
Hello. Yes, I have played the first game of Pillars. With the same character, basically. And I have imported all my choices I made there into this game. Got any fire kelp extract for sale?
Sure do. And at a generously discounted price too. 250 pies.
I get that you guys are pirates, but you're really getting on my nerves.
Be careful you don't get any of it in your eyes. Burns like a mother. Oh, burns like you wouldn't believe. Wouldn't wish that sting on anybody. Not even my worst enemy. Actually, yeah, I would.
He chuckles deeply to himself as he hands you the vial of firehelp extract. Farewell. Okay, so we just need to give it to Pietro and it will be okay.
Damn my God! Just kill me now! Lost my God's damn soul in stupidity! Andre, save me now!
Just eat the stuff. Hands trembling, Pietro hastily mixes the contents into a wooden mug half filled with water. With a final nervous swallow, he lifts the mug to his lips and downs the concoction. After several moments, nothing happens, and he shakes his head, expression grim. But then he goes white as a sheet. His throat mottles red and his mouth pops open in a little of surprise.
Oh God! He's coming out the other end now!
Iron Gut scoops up the vomit-coated gemstone, what looks to be a black pearl the size of a small rock. He gives it a quick wipe down before thrusting it into your hands.
Oh, now, if you'll excuse me, I need a change of bottoms.
Biting back a curse, he hurries off. Okay, and we leveled up. Come on. You're free. What the hell? I wanted to speak to her.
Endless thanks for taking care of my debt. See you at the play.
See you at your play. So now back to Radiant Court. We will talk to the actress that we... Several brutish-looking thugs emerge from the nearby alleys. Great! That's what I love, random encounters. Yay! Bring it on.
Well, if it isn't Arca's new business partner, that's quite a lot of coin you two exchanged.
It was a one-time deal.
Right. We all know Arca's been itching to come out of retirement and claim a bigger slice of dunnage for himself. Eyeing a seat on a council, I bet he is. Think I'll send him your head, as a reminder to stick to selling grog and flea-infested beds.
No, I don't want to do this all again. Okay, you know what? All of you. Back. And all of you, hit the fox. I will summon worms. You will summon the worm. All of you. Try to follow him. Use your thingy on him. What is that? Oh, why do you need your things? Come on. Now I've did that. I haven't summoned the worm. Just kill the fox, I swear. Oh, kill him. He's dead. Okay, we've got it. You see how easy it is now? That one asshole was the problem. Next time we are focusing the one with the name straight away.
Oh.
Give me other stuff. Some grimoires. And I forgot to level up. Why didn't you guys tell me I had level up to do? Mechanics. Bluffing. No, I don't need to bluff. I think I'll give myself some deflection. Oh, let's change grazes into hits. For you, Arcana and History. Okay, at least we have only one to choose. Fireball. All we need is a fireball. Alchemy and religion. It will be a problem once we have 6 people to choose from for the party. Well, defense. I would really like you to be a little bit more defensive. Shorty, really. Athletics. Intimidate. Thus we have Mule Kick, a powerful attack that knocks enemies into the air and then prone, leaving them disoriented. Sure. Constant recovery. This I cannot take. Already have. But upgrade. Oh, it's upgraded. Okay, let's see. The more games I play, the more mechanics I find confusing. Here, all the skills, well, the skills that are grayed out, but here we have this green gem, here. Those we have. Here, this is grayed out, but we have the green ring around it. This we have. Why? We will be fine. Don't worry. Oh. And you? What do we want to give you? Maybe bluff. Oh, I know this spell. Secret horrors causes enemies in the area of effect to believe their worst fears have been realized, frightening and sickening them for the duration. Or maybe something like this. Causes the cipher's weapons to generate a field of parasitic energy that lashes out at the target. Or enhances the draining power of the cipher's soul with regenerating focus. Or the cipher's soul whip bites deeper, granting a greater bonus to damage. Damn.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Anything can be brute forced. You want something from me?
You seem to be frequently at odds with others in your order.
Some of my brethren don't understand why I gotta do what I do, but I'm not beholden to them.
I can certainly sympathize.
I've got actors for you.
Thanks muchly for bringing Tiana back to us. Her storm and weather spells will really strike an atmosphere for the play. And now that we've got a real big brute for Aethys, we can put on a proper play.
You're welcome.
Stick around for the performance. I think you'll be plenty pleased.
She spreads her hands as if about to take a bow, but instead she snaps her fingers together and the stage darkens behind her, signaling the start of the show. Let's watch.
Ladies and gentle pirates, And rapscallions too. You are in for the truest of mental treats. Without further ado, I present the Green Menace. Let us begin with our valiant new blood crews. The Lusty Rudder and Fortune's Folly. 2 ships adrift at sea for weeks and weeks on a venture most daring, in search of the uncharted islands.
Woe and torture. Months at sea with no treasure to show for it. You sure these uncharted islands exist, Captain? We ain't seen land for days.
Were they easy to find, they'd be called the Chartered Islands, wouldn't they? If you're thinking to mutiny...
Land ho! Land ho! Got a lumpy-looking island coming on the horizon.
That's no island. That be the Green Menace. We're doomed for sure.
Souls and gold and glory, you will give these to me. For I am a god among gods, and a true menace upon the seas. Souls and gold and glory. Blame the dawn stars, for they have summoned me. And now I must feed.
Twill be the end for us, it will. Oh, Andra, take me now.
And that's the story of how Aethys sank a fleet of our best tars. Like the floating hangman, you see the Green Menace coming, you sail the other way. Thank you. Donations and gratuity are greatly appreciated. They love us, do you think? They goddamned loved us thanks to you.
Oh, and we were paid for that. Nice. Okay, I think we are done with this place. Lantern from Goon, Lighted Path, short, so this is Eder, this is Shorty, Lord Admiral Imp. Of course I'm gonna save. You guys played in Final Fantasy, oh my goodness. I know Final Fantasy only from the animations, mind you, the Advent Children and the the science fiction Final Fantasy. Nothing else. You received an important missive from Captain Eldis. Oh my. So, you had a little run-in with Ben, and then you dragged it to my doorstep. You could have wiped your feet before you stomped in. But I digress. I know what you did, and I know who you are. And unlike my unfortunately blockheaded second-in-command, I recognize a threat when it smacks me upside the head. So, this is me, Captain Ellis, commander of the God's 10 New Blood Principi, leader of the second largest fleet of pirates in the God's fucking Deadfire, inviting you, a terrifyingly powerful and strange watcher, to come and meet me under the strictest parley at Fort Deadlight. Which is to say, I promise not to get you when you arrive for dinner and drinks. Looking forward to having a little hearthside chat. I would like to offer you a partnership of the most glorious and goriest variety. I scratch your back, you got my enemies from hip to jaw. We laugh and their deaths over a bottle of the finest rum. Oh, and when you come, bring some candied nuts. Your newest and dearest friend, Eldis. P.S. This is not a trap. Why would I destroy the letter? I'm not gonna destroy the letter, come on. Where is it? Storm, the steel. Where is it? Oh, deadlight there. Yeah, we've been speaking lately about the Clair Obscure, that it is very Final Fantasy-like. And I think it took all the good traits and used them very well. But I don't know. I wasn't there when the original Final Fantasies came out, and now it feels kinda too late to get into them. I wouldn't know where to begin.
Aldi's invited to parley, ain't you? I'm to keep an eye out. It's so I can provide you an escort when you arrive.
We don't.
Right this way, Captain. It's my pleasure to show our honoured guest around. Aye, it sure is.
Okay.
You must be Captain. Glad you could make it, Loveson.
The battle-hardened captain rubs the underside of her chin as she regards you pleasantly. Her mist-colored eyes, one raven-wing black and the other an icy blue, rove up and down your face.
Like what you see?
A golden sullen gleams against the scarred skin of her chest. When you notice it, she flips it to reveal the mark of her tattoos on the other side.
The mark on this side, it means I'm the second highest rank on the Council of Captains. I'm but one chair below that cockrot Ferrante. I see you met my right hand and fourth chair on the Council of Captains. He can be a real trying sort, but I trust him with my life.
We worked out a deal.
It's not easy to bend Benny to listen. I'm impressed. Course, I can't say he's had much nice to say about you.
A prideful smile tags at the corners of her lips, and she spins the golden soul end on its string between her breasts.
But you've certainly caught my interest and attention. I admire a woman who doesn't back down. You've got guts, and not just smattered in your hair. I'd like to partner with you.
I got your message.
Forgive me for dragging you all this way, but I find the proposition of a partnership best works in person.
Okay, I understand that.
Me and mine within the Principe would make for powerful allies on your side. But would you give us loyalty in return? That I'd like to know.
Of course, if we formed a partnership.
Suppose we've to give each other a test. Make sure it's a good fit. Say you wanted to entice an alliance of like-minded captains. You might start by aiding one of my best in Neketaka. She smuggles through the Undercroft.
Again, Neketaka. We need to go to the Neketaka so they stop talking about Neketaka.
Goes by the name of Mad Morena, she does. And let me tell you, Dove, she's earned the moniker.
The Undercroft?
It's a hidden port. But I'm sure you'll find it, unaided by me. You've a bright future ahead of you, Watcher. See that you don't tarnish it by flying the wrong pirate's flag. Out with the stale and in with the new, eh? I know you've met with Ferrante, that you may even be working for him, that pribbling cockrot.
With a flick of her fingers, the captain swipes a goblet of God's killer rum off her desk. She takes a long swig before pointing at you.
But that doesn't mean you can't partner with me instead. Don't do anything to let him catch on. Just keep me appraised of certain future events as they shape up.
You want me to spy for you?
How clever you are. No need to commit to it now. You just think on it the next time you're toiling for a man who'd happily gut you. After you've done his bidding, given half the chance.
I can say the same about you. Precisely the same. You are all pirates.
When the time's right, you have strategy.
Ah.
What can I do, you lovesome?
So, what sort of thing do you like to do in your leisure time?
What? Like for hobbies? When I'm not out plundering the seas, I'm right here ruling my fleet. Suppose I like a good bit of target practice. And of course, who doesn't like rum and a hot bath? Don't guess you like the same?
I could go for a hot bath right now, in fact. She throws her head back and laughs.
Well, sure. You're welcome to use mine.
Nice.
But perhaps later, when there's less of a crowd around.
Oh, you want to use it as well? No. Now I get it. About Ferrante.
Something for me, Dove?
Suppose.
I'm all ears.
Apparently, an old, dark, cozy paladin, Lucia Revan, commands the floating hangman.
The floating hangman is the remains of the Fonferus. Interesting. Quite very interesting. I had heard rumors as to such. The floating hangman flies a flag featuring the burning palace from Old Valia.
Already lost in port. Eldest gives you an absent note and some coins. That's some easy coin. Ferrante asked me to search Neketaka for information on the floating hangman.
Neketaka? But why there, lovesome? Well, go on then. I'm sure you've heard our saying, share and share, as is the law of the coast.
I'm to find Isir, the Defiance eulogy. He killed Lucia Revan and is buried in Neketaka's catacombs.
And one or both of them are of interest to us in acquiring the floating hangman for our own means. I see. This Lucia Revan, I know her name. She captained the Fonferus some 2 centuries ago. If you find anything else, be sure to let me know. As you wish, Dove. I am happily and wholeheartedly at your disposal. At least until I get bored.
Perhaps can you tell me about the new blood in Principe?
We're the future, and we ain't going nowhere. We're pirates, lovesome. We own this sea, and the sea loves us back in her twisted way. Ferrante pines for a homeland he's never seen. But what does Old Valia mean to me or my crew? We're not Valian, and we never will be. Though if you're Valian and you want to join our bloodline, you're more than welcome.
But weren't you founded by refugees from Old Valia?
Generations ago. And I grew like a weed in the deerwood, you see? You say Consueglo me casitas. I say Council of Captains. You say Principe. I say best pirates in the Deadfire. You say Swollenet. I say, well, some things stay the same.
Okay. Is your name Rogue? No. Okay, great. Let's see. Court, Northern Ramparts. I think this way we'll be able to go to the ship. Can I get out of the ship here? I don't think so. No. So, the plan is as follows. We go to Neketaka as quickly as possible so we stop hearing about Neketaka from everyone. Oh. Wait, we need to steal that. Thank you. There's some things I haven't stolen yet. Oh, that's a shame. Really shameful conduct on my side. Come on. Off to the ship we go. Pirate, pirate, pirate. No, not Ned. No, not Ned.
Like what you see? Right away.
What do you have? Blood links. Oh, that sounds nice. But nothing that interesting. Oh, well. Rope and grappling hook. This will be useful. We need all sorts of tools with us. Do you have anything else to say to us?
Are you ready to meet our commander?
Ah.
Well, she didn't say I had to show you right up. You know where to find.
Okay, thank you. We are done with her. Each time it is said, I need to make a mental note if I said it correctly. There are too many E and A's for me to feel comfortable, because I'm fairly sure they jump around. Known locations: Dunnet and Griffin Dixside for Deadlight, Harbinger's Watch, Neketaka, Port Majerus of Amira, Sayuka, oh that's new, Valor's Rest. Oh, what's that? This soundtrack here reminds me of Heroes of Might and Magic 3. The one you hear in the swamp castle. Search location, search location, search location, search location. Thank you. As you travel northwest, you discover a broad channel separating you from the flat expanse of Sandy Islet. A wooden bridge spans the waterway, easily wide enough to accommodate a cart and horse. A crowd throngs the bridge, an eclectic menagerie of clean-coated Valians, Aumaua in bright and colorful robes, and even the old Orlan. Down the hill, by the water's edge, a small cluster of Aumaua have gathered. Let's walk onto the bridge. Let's approach the Aumaua, I guess. From the shore, you see that the channel's current seems significantly stronger than it had from afar, perhaps fed by the recent storms. The Huana gathered here, garbed in thin robes and little else, watch as you approach. One steps forward, her own gown in far brighter colors than those around her. She cants her head to the side. You look bedraddled, stranger, as if the sea spat you upon our shore. What for you come here? To watch? What's this all about? The arc of her hand describes first the swimmers, then the waters, then the islet on the other side. They challenged the Osa channel. The rains fell, and the waters ran swift. They must swim swifter yet. For each who finishes there is honor. For the one who wins there is more. Okay, let's examine them. I guess Alof has the best chances. Alof looks over the Aumaua, eyes lingering on a heavily muscled, bald woman, a lean blonde man, and a gangly young man in his late teens. I reckon the blonde has an advantage, being both strong and compact. Who stands the best chance of winning? She chuckles, a hand flat upon her stomach. The one Gary favors as sure as the tide. But you don't miss her glance toward the weary blonde Aumaua, so the same. I would like to join the race. Several of the gathered Juana chuckle. The woman merely smiles, bowing her head slightly. Challenging Osa, it is always done by Aumaua to prove strength and stamina in the water. I stay afraid it may be too much for another kith. I thought the Juana were traditionally a welcoming people. She bows her head. Then what welcome would we provide if we fed our guest unknowing to Ngati? When her gaze returns to yours, she bears a small smile. But you are not unknowing, I say. She nods and motions you toward the channel. Then go join the others at the water's edge. Leave your clothes upon the rocks, and they will warm you after. I have to get naked for this? She shrugs, the faintest hint of a grin twisting her lips. We require nothing. Okay. You shrug off your brine-crusted clothes and lay your belongings on the rocks. My water, you sure are. I mean, well, that's... Good luck. Red-faced, Shotty clears her throat behind her fist, but she doesn't break her stare. You spring off the stone and crush into the cool, crisp salt water of the other swimmers. Kick and pull as you might, you can't keep up with the Juana. They seem built to this water, born to it. The distance between you widens. One of the Juana you notice struggles to remain in the pack. No, he's struggling just to stay above the water. His desperate gasps carry down the channel. That's because he didn't strip down. Help him. You wrap an arm around the struggling swimmer, and he has the wherewithal not to struggle against you as you swim him towards land. You pull yourself onto the rocky shore and help him up behind you. The large bald woman pulls ahead and reaches the goal first. The crowd roars as she walks onto the far shore, fists raised victoriously. The young swimmer squeezes you up. Many thanks, Ekea. The crowd on the bridge thins and the commotion dies down. Your journey continues. Wait, you mean Shori or Shoti? And I don't mean that our alphabet is hard, I mean that any alphabet is hard for me. I'm slightly dyslexic, so I try my best not to read each letter of a word, but rather the first and last word. But when I see some letters in between that are similar, like E and A, then I start reading the word letter by letter, and then the letters get mixed up often. And oi, hello. Leave me alone. But yeah, I think we can keep Shorty as a pet. What's happening?
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind.
Not you again.
The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once.
Wait, is it Grieving Mother?
You are alone.
No.
And then you are not.
For fuck's sake, not you guys. No, I don't want you guys.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Berith, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Berith settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
He is draining souls from veins of luminous Adra.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Does Aethys frighten you, Bareth? He should. Margran subdued Aethys' influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face, where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the pallid night from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
Given her relationship with the moon, I doubt Andra would approve of that plan.
Wodica throws her head back and laughs. The sound is a dry, rasping bark.
Andra could do with a new act. Her current one has grown rather stale.
Where are the other gods?
They see to their own affairs. You will speak to them in time, should you have the need.
The figure beside the aspect of Bareth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword.
You are the kith who attempted to convince my priest Durrance that I conspired with Wodica's mad ploy to seize power. You failed, of course.
Sorry about that.
A ribbon of smoke curls from the corner of her mouth, and she turns her attention about to Wodica. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
What kind of precautions do you suggest?
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
You need me on Eora, so it is my fucking business.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
What if he intends to betray you?
Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wodica suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear, desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
He's too dangerous. You have to destroy him.
His vessel may be destroyed, little watcher. But Aethys is more than the vessel that holds him. He will always return, however we strike him down.
Then what's the point of this exercise?
The Pallid Knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magrin grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magrin stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Absorbed his children? I don't understand.
The Pallid Knight casts a cold, cutting glare in Magrin's direction.
Magrin speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Wodica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
This might be the one and only moment when I agree with Wodica.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
I'll be quiet now.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
I only do this because I must.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
Oh, none of those was the god of the island in Avowed. So, all those gods we've seen here are the gods of the old civilization. They were originally humans, but were ascended to godhood because they absorbed a lot of souls. So they got a lot of power, and now they were ascended. The god of island in Avowed is the only known god so far that was not ascended from a human, but was created, like it's a sentient land itself. That's why she's hated by them. So it's like that. And regarding my alphabet, I use the Latin alphabet, like you. I can read a little bit of Cyrillic, but I never learned it. I can write my name in Ukrainian Cyrillic, because it's also Ukrainian and Russian Cyrillics are a little bit different. So like between Polish and French, we have our special characters in the alphabet. So we have the standard Latin alphabet, and we have some letters extra, or some letters that are written differently. Hey. Nothing? Stewart? Talk to me, Stewart. No. No offense, Captain, but your gunners can shoot for shit. Shotty, what about you? I'm all ears.
Tell me what's on your mind.
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep.
I see.
And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler away.
Yes, this is Shotty. Who did you think was Shotty? Oh, Big Mouth. Yes, Big Mouth, I can understand you very well. Alof?
Yes?
Oh my goodness. I would like your thoughts on my search for Eodas.
One would hardly imagine that a colossus made of glowing ardra could be so hard to find. But then I suppose the gods wouldn't have chosen you if the task were easy.
What do you know about the Valiant Trading Company?
Well, they seem largely competent. I would feel better about that were they not run by profiteers and animancers. Governor Clario seemed honest and well-intentioned. So one wonders why he was stationed at such an out-of-the-way post.
Do you have any thoughts on the Principe by any chance?
I'd heard Deadfire had a pirate problem, but I had no idea how large it was. Or how fashionable. Still, the only thing more dangerous than a unified pirate nation is one at war with itself. I worry about who will be caught in their crossfire.
You make it back to Adair.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Oh.
I saw my mother for the first time in years.
Oh. How was your mother?
She was well. She'd been living with her Thane for quite some time. I don't think she'd been to see my father since I left.
Alof's soul was awakened due to trauma his father instilled on him. I don't remember who he was aggressive against, if it was Alof or his mother, but because of his father doing bad either to Alof or his mother, the Alof's soul awoke. And now we have
I used to blame her for her long
him.
absences, for not intervening directly with my father.
Ah. What changed with your mother?
I realized that she was torn between 2 demanding roles, and 2 demanding men. I used to resent her for failing to protect me. But I understand now that her absence is what allowed me to grow. Intentionally or not, she gave me the space I needed to learn a degree of independence.
That's one way of looking at it.
But not yours? It's all right. After all, it took me quite some time to reach this understanding.
You see your father? He shakes his head, his lips pressed tightly together.
It's one thing to forgive my mother for her absence. Quite another to excuse him.
It sounds like it was a good trip then.
It was.
Did you ever... Oh, yep, he made it back to Adair. How are you holding up?
It's been a while since I've been able to speak candidly with anyone, especially about the leaden key. It's unexpectedly liberating.
Hey, look who it is.
How do you like Deadfire?
The air's different. Especially compared to Gilded Vale, where there's more livestock than shovels.
Yeah.
Sounds different, too. You wake up to all those bird calls, it really does sound like they're making music. If the birds woke you in Gilded Vale, it was usually a couple crows making the most horrible mating noises you ever heard. Strange thing is, I still get this feeling in me, like I wish I was home.
Well, unfortunately, Cat Nua is no more, so there is no home to get back to. We'll probably rebuild, if I will make it alive, which I doubt I will. Ship management. With the rest, oh yeah, they got allocated automatically. Great, fantastic. Let's see, grog. Oh, yep, grog goes here. Wine. some OSA, whatever that is. Morale. Morale. Yeah, it was a lot. Honestly, I think all of the stories in Pillars of Eternity 1 were rather traumatic. For Eder, it was his brother that was killed during one of the wars. I don't remember which one. There were a couple of wars mentioned. And we were looking for his, I don't know how you call it, the identification thing for soldiers. And we spent most of the time looking for some traces of his brother. The desert wind carries a sibilant surr to your ears from the canyon ahead. Punctuated by cracks and pops, it reminds you of eggs on a hot pan or a fire in dry brush. The low growl that accompanies it, however, raises the hair on the back of your neck. Let's listen. Aleph will listen. The sound resolves into a rhythmic chittering, slowly and cyclically rising and falling. It sounds like a chorus of voices. Inhuman voices. Okay, let's be cautious. Search for the presence of other minds. Oh, that will be great. Seraphine's eyes slide close and breathing slows. You feel the faint tingle of the cipher's abilities probing the edge of your own soul before turning outwards. Seraphine's eyes slide close and breathing slows. You feel the faint tingle of the cipher's abilities probing the edge of your own. I read that twice. I got good tweaks 3 and 5 minds ahead. One of them be right goddamn big and twice as hungry. Let's be cautious then. You carefully enter the desert canyon, keeping to the shade cast by the tall standing stones. Ahead of you, a group of Zoribs chant, hopping back and forth on skinny legs, shaking their spears. Nested between them rises the black, leathery form of a drake. The creature's wings rise above it as it tears at the corpse of a boar at its feet. Now let's watch. With a mighty twist of its muscular neck, the drake tears the boar in half. It rises up on its legs, lifting its head, and swallows the back half of the boar whole. The lump of the animal visibly travels down the reptile's throat. One of the Zoribs hops forward. It tears its feathered headdress from its head and tosses it aside. It drops its staff a moment later and spreads its arms before the drake. The large beast peers down at the Zorib. Then, with a flash of movement, eats the small wilder in a single bite. The other Zoribs cheer, banging their spears against their shields. Let's use the distraction. You move quietly from stone to stone, entering canyon without drawing the creature's attention. Nice. It's a young drake. Oh, we will be decimated. Yeah, it truly is. I mean, sometimes we need those heavy stories to appreciate the other ones. Give me a moment, I need to... nope. That's not happening. I think this will work. Alof, no. I need champion.
Most unpleasant. That's not very helpful.
Heal him. Thank you. Oh, that's the drake done? Oh.
I feel...
one noticed that, right?
Me too, man.
Okay, those are mine. Hmm?
Sure thing.
Are we not done? Zorb. Ah, there's Zorb.
That's it.
Well, that's right.
Okay. We saw our first group of Zorbs worshipping a drake. So that happens. That is very common for them. And with that, I think this is a very good place to end, especially since I am now being spammed to share a computer. Okay, so I'll take some break, and hopefully, what's today? Today's Monday, so hopefully we will try some new game on Wednesday. So good night, bye bye.